What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my Money in the Bank predictions video for Money in the Bank 2014. And to kick it off, we're going to be predicting the winner of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship ladder match. I am getting so sick of saying that long ass name for the title. Please, WWE, split up the titles. Why? Anyway, swiftly moving on. So in this match we have Kane, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, Antonio Cesaro, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Bray Wyatt. I love all these guys. Well, maybe not Del Rio so much, but still, yeah, I really am excited for this match. I think it has a lot of potential. So I'm going to be running through all the participants and giving my opinions on if they can win or not. Starting off with Kane. No, I just don't. I don't want him to win. I don't think he's gonna win. End of. Sheamus. It would come as a big shock if he did win. I wouldn't mind if he won. You know, he has been world champion and WWE champion before. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind Sheamus winning. I don't see him winning. To sum it up, my ramble bubble thing. Yeah, I don't see Sheamus winning. I was gonna say maybe, but with all the other people who are in the match, probably not. Alberto Del Rio, no. Antonio Cesaro, maybe. It wouldn't shock me if they went the whole Cesaro-Brock Lesnar route at SummerSlam. I would not mind seeing that match. But honestly, I mean, would you really like Brock Lesnar? I mean, I think he's only lost like 3 matches since he came back in 2012. Yeah, 2012 when he came back, and like Cesaro losing to Lesnar, I don't know if it would do good for him really, or if it would affect him in a way. But I mean, I don't know. I would love to see the match, but it'd have to be Cesaro coming out on top, and it'd be a huge boost for his career, definitely. But honestly, Cesaro is definitely a future world champion. I just don't see him winning it at the pay-per-view, but if he did pull the shocker, I would not mind it. John Cena. There has been so much talk with this guy, and I'm not a Cena supporter or like a mad one. I like the guy. I like what he's done for the business. I'm not a Cena hater, like a complete internet mark who hates him, wants him off TV, like everything like that. I'm just in the middle. I'm just a casual John Cena fan. I'm not a massive one. I just need to put emphasis on that before the comments come in. Oh God. Anyway, everyone's going crazy over this whole SummerSlam malarkey with the poster. Just because it has John Cena on the poster and Brock Lesnar, that does not mean them two are gonna face. Now, I'm not gonna completely cross it out. I'm not saying that that's not gonna happen, but I mean, I don't know really. I mean, I just don't want to see that match again. Honestly, I'd prefer like Brock Lesnar versus like anyone else. Well, maybe not anyone else, but just not John Cena again. I'd rather see a new match, what we haven't seen before, and that's my opinions on that. But like, what's a good example for posters what never like really happened? Hell in a Cell 2013. R-Truth was on the cover of that. Did he get a world title shot? Nuh-uh. He was like in an Intercontinental Championship match, and he didn't even win. Just because it's on the poster, like, don't believe it. It's like trailers for games. Don't always believe them because they're subject to change. I mean, hell, it could be Brock Lesnar versus, like, Daniel Bryan if he's fit, which he probably won't be by then, but, you know, like Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, it could be, and it could be, like, John Cena versus someone else. It's all set to change, honestly, just all depends, and, honestly, I don't want to see that match, but, you know, I wouldn't mind if it happened. It's not like I wouldn't buy the pay-per-view, so that's a thing. Okay, Randy Orton. Honestly, I don't want him to win, but is it a possibility? I don't know. I mean, if he is going to win, I can't see him winning clean. It'd probably be something to do with the Authority interfering. Brings me on to my next person, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, like, I love him to win. He is my pick to win. Honestly, all the other guys, I think, okay, not Cesaro and Bray Wyatt, but everyone else is a former world champion, if I'm correct. And like, honestly, Roman Reigns, I would love him to win, but I just think he is a future world champion like Cesaro and Bray Wyatt, but I just don't think that if they are going to go the Brock Lesnar route, that they are going to give it to Roman Reigns right now. Unless, of course, Seth Rollins wins the Money in the Bank briefcase or Dean Ambrose, and then Roman Reigns, like, something I really want to happen in this match is, like, say Roman Reigns pulls down the World Heavyweight Championship and someone else pulls down the WWE title. That way we have the guy with the Money in the Bank, he has an option on who to go for. Like, the WWE Championship could be John Cena, I don't really care. Then he can go on and face Brock Lesnar. Then that gives the possibility for Roman Reigns to be a World Heavyweight Champion, which is normally the title that is sort of the stepping stone up to the, like, top WWE Championship. So Roman Reigns could be that champion, defend it at Battleground. That way we have 2 title matches, which sort of, you know, I don't know what it'll do for the ratings, but in my opinion it'll be a lot more entertaining if Roman Reigns was, like, world champion and John Cena was WWE champion. That way you've got the face of the company, no doubt about it. No matter how much anyone wants to deny it, you've got John Cena, the face of the company, as one champion. You've got an up and coming star as the world champion, and then your problem solved. And if Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins does win the Money in the Bank, then obviously, I mean, it could be a shock and they could go after John Cena if any of this does happen. I'm just talking in, like, predictions here. And then they could go after Roman Reigns, cashing on Roman Reigns after he's had, like, an awesome match with Triple H at SummerSlam. Or even, here's something more crazy. Well, actually, let me finish the last bit first. They cash in after his match with Triple H at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins cashes in. That way, you can have a Roman Reigns Seth Rollins feud leading on to, like, I don't know, TLC or something, and then he can move on, whichever one comes out of that feud. Or you could have Triple H win, and then, like, all along, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were still a part of the Shield. It was all an act. And then Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose, whoever wins that match, one of them two, if it does happen. This is all very getting out of hand here. I'll move on in a second. But they can cash in on Triple H. The Shield are back together. I don't know. It's something crazy, but it could happen. Who knows? It's not like I'm saying, like, CM Punk will be added to this match. Oh my god, that's not gonna happen. So I think the final person in this match, I've spent so long on this match, but I mean, the other matches aren't really amazing apart from the other Money in the Bank match. So yeah, Bray Wyatt. Honestly, I wouldn't mind him winning, but if he does win, I would love for the other members of the Wyatt family to win the tag titles, which is pretty much a shoo-in. I think it will happen, but I'll talk about that in a sec. So moving on to the second Money in the Bank ladder match. This is for the golden briefcase, I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it is because WWE actually uploaded a video of Dolph Ziggler with a GoPro. Well, I mean, obviously we didn't know for definite it was Dolph Ziggler, but you know, they showed him, like, another view after that, and you could tell by the boots and stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, it was a golden briefcase, which is pretty cool. So in this match, you have Kofi Kingston, Rob Van Dam, Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Wade Barrett, who is now injured with a separated shoulder apparently, so, you know, I'll talk about who could replace him in a second. And finally Jack Swagger, who apparently did injure Wade Barrett, which I'm not really sure about. So sorry about that, guys. I have a little bit of a cough there. I probably cut it out. But so I'm going to cross out straight away the people who I think won't win this match. RVD and Kofi Kingston, I don't think they will. It could be an upset, but I don't think they will. They'll bring a lot of high-flying cool spots to the match, but I definitely don't think they will win it. Also, Jack Swagger, I really don't see them, you know, giving it to him, and I don't like to talk about rumours too much, but, you know, apparently he's on sort of hot water with WWE at the moment, because apparently he injured Wade Barrett. I don't know if that's true or not. It's all speculation, but, yeah, apparently it was at the SmackDown tapings. I didn't watch SmackDown this week. I didn't have time. So yeah, so that leaves us with Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Dolph Ziggler. Honestly, I think it's too obvious that Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose will win it. I think they've both got an awesome career ahead of them, but honestly, I really, really want Dolph Ziggler to just have one more run with the title, please. And if he gets injured again, then fair enough. He's had his chances. fair enough, but I just want Dolph Ziggler to succeed, and this is why the whole brand split for the titles and stuff needs to happen, because Dolph Ziggler could go after the world title. That way you can still have all the main sort of thing with like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in like on Raw. Dolph Ziggler can be like the world champion of SmackDown. Problem solved. I don't know, this splitting of the titles, it needs to happen. Then you can have guys like Damien Sandow, Christian, Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown. It'll just be more of an awesome SmackDown, and I'll actually watch SmackDown weekly. Yeah, so as for replacing Wade Barrett though, honestly, I'd probably see maybe Miz if he has finished filming his movie and stuff. I could see him replacing him. Obviously he's won Money in the Bank before. Damien Sandow, possibly, maybe, or not. I don't know. It's a big possibility though. He hasn't been announced for any matches on the card, and Wade Barrett is injured. I don't know if they'll just, I mean, they could go the route of just leaving it empty, but that'd be, I don't know, I don't want them to do that, honestly. Christian is a huge possibility because we haven't seen him for a while, and apparently, you know, he's there, but WWE just don't know what to do with him. So what better way to put him in just to, you know, throw a couple of spots together? I mean, I think he's an awesome wrestler, and he definitely could put a lot of spots in the match. So my final prediction for this match, I haven't got like a set superstar who I think will win, but it's either going to be Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, or Dean Ambrose to win. And if you really want to pull up the upset, then RVD, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. So the next match on the card is the Wyatt family versus the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Just straight up, can the Usos just lose the titles now? I mean, I was so excited when they won them, but I'm bored. I'm bored of them just being the bros of John Cena. Like, I don't mind them keeping them if they separate the tag team division from the main event. It's like all the tag teams, apart from a couple, are all involved in the main event. The Usos are John Cena's bros, which John Cena's in the main event with like Bray Wyatt and stuff. Obviously it finished now, but they're still in the Money in the Bank match. So like the Usos are the bros of John Cena. The Wyatt family are like, obviously they're meant to be with Bray Wyatt, but they're still, I mean, they can still be with Bray Wyatt, but I'd prefer them to have their own separate tag team thing instead of always being referred to just the main event all the time. I'd love them to be a separate thing, but still be with Bray Wyatt, if that makes any sense. So what else was I gonna say? Sorry about that. My mind just went blank. So yeah, the Wyatt family. Honestly, I'm going with them to win this match, no doubt about it. Honestly, I could see the Usos chasing the tag titles for a couple of months. I definitely think this is going to be a good match because, you know, all these guys can put on a good show. And yeah. Okay, so we have another tag team match on the card. Ryback versus Gold Star is apparently what they're going with. But apparently, you know, on some websites it's Gold Star, some websites it's just Stardust and Goldust. I don't know. I'm really just excited to see what Cody Rhodes or Stardust can do, and that's all I'm pretty much looking forward to. I mean, I think it's going to be an okay match, don't get me wrong, but we have seen it before, but we haven't seen it with Stardust, so I think that's what makes this match more interesting, and it's definitely going to be a match I look up for. So the next match is Naomi versus Paige for the WWE Divas Championship. Honestly, you know, obviously we've had the Funkadactyls slowly splitting up. Naomi is the face one, Paige is still a face. So obviously Cameron is the heel in this, but she's not really. I mean, I could see Cameron sort of screwing Naomi out of this, and that's how Paige retains. But also I could see this just being a quick, clean match for Paige to show her dominance more. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Paige, but at the same time, she really hasn't done much to establish her gimmick at all. You know, she's meant to be the anti-diva, but right now she's just like a generic diva who's just running roughshod over the WWE. Like, honestly, if this was what was planned, then should have just kept her in NXT, to be perfectly honest. Not gonna lie. But so yeah. So my prediction for this match is Paige to retain. If Naomi does pull up the upset, then I'll probably see a Naomi versus Cameron feud leading in to SummerSlam, and it should be pretty cool. Also, I forgot to say my prediction for the Goldust match. I definitely think Gold Star will win. Okay, so the final match I'm going to talk about is Summer Rae versus Layla with Fandango as the special guest referee. This match, is it weird that I'm kind of excited for this match? Just because special guest referee match, it's two divas. It's like normally the two superstars and the divas the special guest ref. This is all coming down to like who does Fandango want more, who yeah, basically just what I said, basically Deontay, basically. Anyway, so yeah, honestly I go with like Fandango either just sticking with Layla or something random like controversial happening where he goes to Summer Rae's side again, and then Layla's the face, because we really don't know who's the face in this. Like Summer Rae was a heel and then this happened and then she tries to be a face but she really wasn't, and like Layla is apparently a heel, but I mean we haven't really seen it as much. I mean she's with Fandango and a heel, which makes sense, but anyway, still either way I'm going with you know, like I cannot get my words out today, jeez. But yeah, so I'm probably going with like whoever Fandango, maybe this is a crazy thing, but maybe just Fandango like forgets the match and just gets both of them. Maybe they were in it on the whole time. But my final prediction for this match is probably Layla winning and just Fandango keeping with Layla and this feud going on for a couple more months. So yeah guys, I think that is rounding it up. Oh no, wait a second, I have one more match. Rusev versus Big E. What can I talk about in this match? I'm bored of the feud, I don't want to see it, I don't care. Big E's kind of got boring ever since he lost the title. Yeah, it's just it's just a old-fashioned like USA versus another country gimmick. I'm bored of it, I'm bored of Rusev. Big E's been pretty boring, like I like the guy, but he's been boring ever since he lost the title. So, not much to talk about in this match. I'd see Big E winning and then maybe this feud carrying on, but I'd probably see it ending and Big E going on to do something else. So, yeah, honestly, that was my little Money in the Bank predictions video. I'm sorry if it was all over the place. I have not recorded a video in a while, so yeah, that's a thing. I need to stop saying that's a thing. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you could leave a like for Money in the Bank, let me know your predictions for mainly the Money in the Bank matches, but you can let me know some other ones as well. Who do you think is going to win the contract match, and who do you think is going to be the new title holder? I'm just going to say, because I can't bother saying that long ass title name, WWE. Why? Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Peace out.